I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the blank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They go play fake. Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The Buccaneers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 50. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, really not much secret there, 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go up the middle with White, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Look looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 second, all that remains. Now Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A run to begin the second half with White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go with White on the counter. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come?
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. That could help them get right back in it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 60 yards.
Here's White.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes going to throw it here. Got a man open. It's Ross. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon,